got the Los Angeles Lakers facing the Cleveland Cavaliers. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Here we go. So Cleveland will get the first possession. The wide open shot from Strus. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Hey, Clark, in tonight's game, what are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts, and I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
Offensive rebound. Jacks up a three. Lakers with the rebound. James with it. Pass to Hachimura. Good on the triple.
Just solid with the jump shot. Hachimura helps your offense in a number of ways. In that case, spacing the floor.
Mobley outside. Mitchell left side. Allen with the ball. Just 5 to shoot. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. And Clark, for the Lakers, their last 2 seasons ended in playoff losses to the Denver Nuggets.
And I tell you what, they fought hard both times, Kevin. The point differential was only 24 points over the 4 games in 2023 and just 11 points in 2024. LA actually led most of the 5-game series, but weren't able to advance.
That one goes. Count it.
I guess the defense was not expecting the quick release. LeBron can get it up and down in a hurry, though.
Garland with it, and Hachimura picks him up defensively. Garland with the bucket.
Now that's a great move to get to the hoop. Awesome finger roll finish.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Kenny Atkinson.
Of course, they know they have their work cut out for them with LeBron on the court. He told me James hasn't really lost a step. He's a constant problem out there, so I'm ready to try anything, including just throwing extra bodies at him. Of course, that probably means some double teams in LeBron's immediate future. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. And here's Doncic after Darius Garland getting his shot to go from deep. And really, Clark, Luka Doncic is a one-man wrecking crew on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's special. His IQ, his size, the way he can make shots against tough defense. He's got the lean back. He's got the crafty moves. And I think he's a lot stronger and a little more athletic than people give him credit for being. I mean, without a doubt, he's one of the most unique and best players that we've seen in the game. Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Mobley misses. The Lakers trade. James left side. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And LeBron, the only player to reach 40,000 points in his career. Clark, you're shaking your head. It's incredible, isn't it?
Absolutely remarkable, Kevin. And I did not think I would see it in my lifetime. 40,000 points. Just the sound of that is ridiculous. And, you know, he not only has lived up to the hype that has followed him since he was 15 years old, he's actually exceeded it, Kevin, which is crazy.
And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Mobley. Lays it up off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Count it.
No matter what you throw at Doncic, he'll adapt. Nice shot there.
Here's Strus. He can't hit that time. LeBron with some nice D. Lakers trail by 3. Reeves in the corner. Back to LeBron. Pass to Hayes. LeBron outside. And the 3 off target.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Now Strus. Misses the 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And that one's good. James.
And making it look easy, LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
To the middle. Here's Strus. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Doncic. It's good. Doncic has got 6.
Boy, Doncic so crafty and good at using screens and being effective in screening situations. He's a true scorer and playmaker.
It's good from long range.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And so it's Max Strus making things. For the Cleveland Cavaliers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Cleveland.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Allen, that's good.
Boy, exhibiting toughness right there and persistence. Allen might have been fouled on that inside basket.
What a thing of beauty from James.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
Mobley. No good from outside. Lakers trail by 4. Driving to the basket. And the dunk by LeBron.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. It's Allen on the wing. On the wing, Mitchell. He has 5. 6 on the shot clock. And the 3 ball is good. And it's a 7-point Cleveland lead.
And that's Mitchell at his best, playing the quarterback on this offense and leaving the D grabbing for air.
James misses.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. Got to appreciate that stop.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's made the decision he wants to huddle up with this guy.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Len. Doncic outside. Back to Len. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Mitchell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Austin Reeves picks one up. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
To the inside. Here's Len. And Thompson sends it back.
Good job by Thompson using his size and strength to erase that shot.
And he recovers it. And it's Mitchell missing. Stolen by Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Cleveland leading by 9. And the call will be against Alex Len. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's Wade. No scoring in this one. Clock at 4. Here's Jerome. Offline with his 3. Lakers trail by 9. Doncic right side. And Doncic with the triple.
You know, if Luka wants the three-point shot, he just takes it. No hesitation.
And here is Hunter. Pass to Mitchell. There's the 3. And it's Luka with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Mitchell's shot is good.
And, guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And that one's good. Hunter. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Pass to Len. And it's Hachimura in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Here's Mitchell. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll get right back to the action when we return. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
The Cavaliers leading by 8. On the wing, Mitchell. Takes it inside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. James, right side. Doncic. Kicks it out to James. Tries again. Lakers passing it around. Smooth finish inside by LeBron.
Hey, I really like what I'm seeing from LeBron here tonight. He's going to the hot hand, which is him. That's pretty good.
Hands it from downtown. Jerome's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan. The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
They set the pick. Here's Jerome. Off target from outside. Lakers trail by 7. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower. And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 50 threes a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A. And here's Strus for 3. It's rebounded by Hayes. Lakers trail by 4. Here's James. Whoa! James strong flush off the drive.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
With how well Garland scores it, in that pick and roll, the roller should always be open.
In the corner, it's James. And it's Strus with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 4. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul.
Team foul. Coming onto the floor for your Cavaliers.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Down low. Lakers with the rebound.
2 minutes.
Here's LeBron. Here's Reeves. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Reeves has got his second basket of the game.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
And Clark, it's hard to compare Luka Doncic to any other player we've seen before.
I would certainly agree with that. Ditto to that, Kevin, because he is unique. His pace is never hurried. He never gets rattled. He complains to officials a little bit more than I'd like to see, but he's strong. He's got great touch and feel, and he scores at all 3 levels, and he's a brilliant passer.
Garland with the bucket.
Fearless move by Garland inside, going for the high percentage shot.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Cavaliers.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
Luka Doncic is a superstar in this league, and he continues to build on what is going to be some kind of resume when it's all said and done. Has every tool that you need to have to be an MVP one day.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Here's Allen, and it's Allen with the jam.
Allen's got some old-school big man in him. He's got great hands and mobility and does a good job finishing above the rim.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Back to Doncic. The three-pointer, no good. Now Merrill. Here's Strus. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Cavaliers on top, up 6.
Lakers, 44.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. It's Garland with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Inside, and Mobley throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. He loves what they're doing in the paint. He said, if they're not stopping us, keep doing it. Keep going after it down low. They'll keep pounding it inside, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Count it. 21 points for Donovan Mitchell.
And how about the strength from Mitchell, looking tough and determined on that aggressive take inside.
Here's Hayes. Good, and the assist goes to James.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Pass to Allen. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. There's Garland. Rebounded by the Lakers. LeBron up top. Lets it go from deep. LeBron James making it look easy from deep.
And when James is knocking down his threes, watch out. This offense is dangerous.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
You know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
Shooting two.
That That free throw missing.
And James considered a franchise talent without question. This guy is the complete package.
And he's good on the second. Cleveland leading by 6. Here's Allen. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on LeBron James. And that one falls for Allen. And Allen drops them both. And here is Los Angeles now. Doncic outside. Back to Hachimura. And it's off from three-point range. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. Here's Garland. That's tipped. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's Len. The shot's good.
Really doesn't matter what position LeBron is playing. The point, the 4 or the 5. James changes games with his passing ability.
Back to Garland. A 3-ball. Rebound the Lakers. On the wing, James. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
LeBron delivering in the key moments. Huge basket from the King.
Mitchell outside. To the paint. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He kept off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there. You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
Now, here's Garland. 5 to shoot. Rejected by Len. Here's Allen. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Reeves in the corner. No good on the 3. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Cleveland. They've led by as many as 11 points. Lakers trailed by 6.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
And it's sent back by Allen. The 3 from Garland. Hachimura grabs the miss.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Pass to Hunter. Cleveland moving the ball around. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Drills it from outside. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
Here's James. Seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Timberwolves come into town for this one. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports.
Here we go.
Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. Edwards drawing the double team. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Well, Luka decides when he wants to get into the rise and fire. That pull-up game on point.
Gobert the screen. Pass to McDaniels. Randle outside. 6 to shoot. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Doncic with it. Picked up by Edwards. The shot's good from LeBron.
Oh, the rhythm and timing for LeBron James. No hesitation off the catch. Love to see it.
Over in the corner, Randle. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And that one's good. Hachimura.
Well, the team has preached to Rui Hachimura to be aggressive on the offensive end. That is the decisive decision-making they're looking for.
And the 3 ball is good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Now Edwards. After Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. And the foul called on Austin Reeves. That's his first foul.
Substitution on the court.
Picked by Randle. Edwards with it. And Hachimura picks him up defensively.
That's Julius Randle in pick-and-roll action, being decisive and having the skill set necessary to score it.
Now here's LeBron. Reeves outside. He's looking for James and finds him. Shoots over Alexander Walker. No good from LeBron. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. And I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree. Because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
There's a screen to the inside to halt the run. The shot's good from Hayes.
Well, Rui Hachimura has a chance to set up a teammate, and look at the delivery. Well done.
Here's Edwards. Banked in off the glass. Edwards got 7 points.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning. Oh, wow! Boy, there is an artistry and a feel to Luka Doncic's game. This guy is elite with his playmaking.
Here's Edwards. Outside for Randle. The 3. Kept alive. Goes up again. Edwards can't hit.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Shoots from the high post. Back to Hachimura. It's stolen by Randall. Edwards looking it over. Over Hayes. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. 9 points in the game so far.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Reeves can't hit.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Pass to Randall. Left side, Edwards. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
Here's Doncic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Lakers shooting their first free throws of this. The first one falls.
What you love about Luka Doncic is he's this unique combination of size and skill. He can really play cross-positionally. He makes shots at all three levels. So dangerous.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to DiVincenzo. A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. The Timberwolves on top. They're up by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of this.
18.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Here's Doncic. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
If you allow Luka to establish position because of his size, his strength, his footwork, turn the lights out.
Pass to Reed. Back to DiVincenzo. Wide open look. LeBron grabs the miss.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. The Lakers trade. LeBron James on the wing. It's Clark with the rebound. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. And here is DiVincenzo. Picked by Reed. DiVincenzo with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From downtown, DiVincenzo can't hit it. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Stolen by McDaniels. Pass to Alexander Walker. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Outside Edwards. Edwards getting the close range two.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Hachimura. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Gobert the screen. Pass to Randall. Clock at 6. Out to Edwards. Puts up a three. Good work defensively by Reed. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. And as outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Lakers working the ball around now. Doncic outside. Pass to Hachimura. No good. Shot missing. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Left side, Edwards. No one near Randall as he lets it go. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Hits the three-point bomb. Doncic has got 12.
We know this is one aspect that Luka consistently goes to. It's either in the paint or from deep. You've got to guard the long ball.
Gobert the screen. Over in the corner, Conley. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Conley's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
The Lakers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And he makes all three. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Lakers lead by 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Los Angeles.
27.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. The Lakers in the lead. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. To the wing on the left. McDaniels gets a wide open look. And another three for Minnesota.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Here's Randall. He's got 5. Pass to Conley. Picked by Randall. Over in the corner, Edwards. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Edwards got 16 points.
And that corner pocket triple, terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Pass to Hachimura. Reeves right side. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, easy call.
The Lakers have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
At the line for the Lakers, Austin Reeves.
Good on both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Here's Edwards. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Edwards got 5 points now in the quarter. Forcing his way inside. Doncic.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
And the rejection by James. Randall grabs the board. Edwards with it. He's got 18. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most Defensive Player of the Year awards all time, but he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of this shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report. Rejected by Len.
Well, for a big guy so light on his feet, Len rising into the air with ease.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he could afford to give.
Randall outside. Here's McDaniels. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Well, you're trying to answer the three, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. Guy plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
Pass to connect. Off target with his three. Timberwolves trail by 3. As a junior college product, Dalton Knecht, Greg, didn't have a traditional path to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin. Spent 2 years at a JC, 2 more at a small Division I program. Then used his extra year of eligibility to transfer to Tennessee. And there he became a first-team All-American and turned himself into a first-round pick.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Pass to Reed. Here is Edwards. Shot clock at 6. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Anthony Edwards is a load to handle as a defender. This guy's got the frame and the skill to make it very difficult.
Minnesota making a switch here. And Edwards drops them both. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Down low. No good from Finney Smith. Timberwolves trail. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the call will be against Dalton Knecht. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line. Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves, Luka Garza.
Now Dillingham. Here he goes. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo drains the three-pointer. DiVincenzo's got 5 now. Picked by Finney Smith. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
A 3 for DiVincenzo. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of
44.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. Here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Dillingham. Picked by Reed. Dillingham with it, and Hachimura picks him up defensively. It's stolen by Hachimura. And now the fast break. Hachimura with the ball. Here's Doncic. Reeves outside. Sweet little floater. And the Lakers lead by 1. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Now, here's Reed. Now Dillingham. No good from outside. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Here's LeBron. Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
And so deft with the floater. LeBron's got so many tricks up his sleeve.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He told us, guys, I need you all to come together right now on both ends. This game is not over. You need to go out there and take control now. You'll see how it looks coming out of the timeout. Guys?
Thank you, David. Reeves gets the bucket.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Picked by Reed. Miller outside. 5 on the clock. A 3 for DiVincenzo. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Here's Doncic. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Well, that's about decision-making and being comfortable in the pick and roll. For Luka, he's been there and done that.
To the middle. Here's Miller. And it's Miller with the jam.
Looking to get stops late. That kind of defense ain't gonna cut it.
That's unacceptable. The hustle and focus on that end is not there for either side.
And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. It's a 1-point game. Out to the right wing. Pass to Alexander Walker. Up top, DiVincenzo. over LeBron. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And here's the Lakers. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Doncic. Doncic with the robust drive inside.
Was there ever a doubt they'd go to Luka Doncic? This guy is a big-time performer.
And out of bounds is Los Angeles Kings possession.
Huge turnover at really the worst possible time. You have to value every possession, especially at this stage of the game.
To the paint. Here's Hayes. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Now it's a 3-point Laker lead. Outside Edwards. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. LeBron James on the wing. LeBron going to work inside.
We all know LeBron wants to take these shots. When the pressure is at its highest, he does not shy away from making the play his team needs.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. It's Edwards on the wing. Three-pointer, Randall. Drills the three-pointer.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Inside, Hachimura. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Minnesota with the ball. Trailing by 2. Out to the right wing. McDaniels. Buries it from outside.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
James slams it in.
And this is who LeBron James is, an incredible leader. When the game is tight, this guy willing to step up.
Pass to McDaniels. Launches a 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And an intentional foul right there.
That's his second personal foul. Second team.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
Jackson Hayes.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
I'll tell you, they better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
Oh, here's Edwards. Here's Anthony Edwards. Oh, no good.
Clearly a foul.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. And Edwards drops them both.
He's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And here's LeBron outside. Can't knock in the 3. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. 2K Sports. Back in a moment here. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Here we go. And here is Conley. Randall outside. Outside Edwards. Slammed Oh, but he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Alex Len picks one up.
That is big-time strength from Anthony Edwards. He's got the perfect basketball frame.
Here's Doncic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Michael Conley picks one up.
The understated part of Luka Doncic's game is strength. He is going to draw contact and usually make it.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
The muzzle from Edwards.
Man, that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
James in the post. And he drops it in from the low post.
They continue to battle out there. So close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Pass to Randall. It's Edwards on the wing. Picked by Randall. McDaniels with the ball. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And the basket is good.
Well, the finishing ability of Rui Hachimura on display. This guy has a knack for getting around defenders and into his groove.
Edwards drawing the double team. Pass to Randall. A 3. Out to Edwards. Second chance shot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Austin Reeves picks one up.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line. And it's a 5-point game.
He knew what was riding on those foul shots and didn't mess around, making this a 2-possession game.
Here's Doncic. Doncic brushes off the contact and hits.
Boy, yet another night for Luka Doncic. This guy is forcing everyone to play at his pace right now.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 5-point game. 109 left to play in the first overtime. Here's Doncic. Impressive work inside from Doncic.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
At the elbow, Edwards.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
This is why LeBron's so tricky to defend. Yes, he has the strength to go inside and finish, but he's also got such touch from behind the arc.
Pass to Conley. Back to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Money!
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
No one near Reeves as he lets it go. It's good. And that shot brings them to within just 1. And the foul called on Austin Reeves. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, will be added to the free throw. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, those are essential free throws to make a three-point lead. It's going to take something from long range now to tie this game.
From the wing, the Timberwolves again can't hit.
And no secret here, guys. They've got to get a three if we're going to get yet another overtime.
So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter. Here we go. It'll be the Warriors off the tip. Curry looking it over. Pass to Green. Here's Butler. Hachimura covering. And it's Butler with the jam.
When Butler is cleared for takeoff, just get off the runway.
Then we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Take a look at this matchup. Both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the Lakers. Here's Moody. Doncic pulls down the board.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Outside Vanderbilt. Here's Hachimura. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Warriors basketball.
And the Warriors with possession. Pass to Green. Outside for Butler. And that comes off the assist by Green. Butler's got 5 now.
Unselfish offense leads to Butler getting something in rhythm.
now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Up top, Curry. And there's the drive. Up and in on the layup.
Sometimes there's just no stopping Curry. He's just too skilled.
Pass to Hayes. Oh, Green with a block. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Robbed. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Outside Moody. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson-Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
And James gets it to go.
Soft touch on the floater from James. It's impressive how well he can adjust his mechanics to almost any situation.
Now here's Curry. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Back to James. The rebound by Moody.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit. See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. No surprise here. Stephen Curry hopes to be a Warrior for life. He said being a part of a group of legends that have played for one franchise, established a culture, and won at the highest level, and did it with a lot of different roster combinations, I don't ever take that for granted. Brian, what a run.
Yeah, it is a great run, and he's been the foundation, Allie. Thank you. RJ, it's hard not to wonder what would have happened if the Lakers never traded for Russell Westbrook back in 2021.
Well, they would have had a traditional style of a team. They would have kept Kuzma, KCP, and their 2021 first-round pick. They also would have been able to sign Alex Caruso. They could have kept their championship core together.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. A moment to... rest and confer on the game plan.
Make some noise once again.
Lakers trail by 5. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Sends it home from three-point land.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Hield. From outside the arc. Jacks up a 3. Vanderbilt pulls it in. James outside. Now here's Doncic. Comes up empty down low. Green with the ball. Hachimura covering. Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
And when we talk about players who impact winning, Draymond Green is high on that list, RJ.
And the amazing thing, his career scoring average is in the single digits. Draymond does it with his passing and directing the defense and gives his teams energy.
Now here's Butler. He has 7. Nifty move. Vanderbilt pulls it in. The Lakers in the lead. To the middle. Here's Hachimura. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. It's going to go on Draymond Green. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw in this game. And so it's Golden State with it. Pass to Jackson Davis. And here's Kuminga for 3. Pure from three-point range.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Hachimura, right side. Shoots from the right block. From deep, here's Doncic. This shot won't fall. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. It's Los Angeles. They're up by 1.
15.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
And I love Doncic's shot selection. So smart at knowing when to shoot it.
And here's Kuminga for 3. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. The Lakers lead by 3. Luka! Get off me!
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Here's Curry. Outside Kuminga. Out to Hield. Down low. Here's Payton. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. All right, I don't want to make you feel too old here, RJ, but you did get drafted back in 2001. What's the biggest change to the game, you think?
Oh, I think without a doubt the physicality and the 3-ball. Teams are not as physical, and they shoot a lot more threes. When I came in, they were barely shooting them. Now that's all that matters.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. It's James on the wing. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his 3rd foul so far.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Warriors trail by 4. To the cup, Curry. Outside Kuminga. 4-3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. But Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Oh, Curry just weaving his way through traffic, still knocks it in.
And you're asking for trouble when you give Curry this positioning. He's so efficient down there.
Now the Warriors with it. Reeves brings the double. Podziemski with it. Now Doncic defending. James, right side. Oh, LeBron rocks the rim.
Look, getting inside positioning is what he wants. Like, once that man gets in there and gets moving, oh, he's going to finish that dunk.
On the wing, Payton. Here's the floater. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Payton's gotten 4 this quarter.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
And that one drops for him.
You know, the instincts of Luka Doncic are second to none. Such a natural playmaker.
Pass to Podziemski. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's James. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
Yeah, just too much big boy basketball by LeBron James, just bodying defenders inside.
Here's Doncic. The Warriors pull it in. Curry with it. Now Doncic defending. Outside Kuminga. Pass to Green. Now here's Curry. Clock at 4. Oh, Curry taking the contact.
Nice job staying aware of the shot clock situation. Curry is so cool under pressure.
To the paint. And out of bounds. The Warriors will take it.
Substitution on the court.
Warriors trail by 4. Moody on the wing. Fires the 3. It's Hayes with the rebound. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Pass to Hachimura. Inside. Count that bucket. Hayes has gotten his first points in this one.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Back to Butler. Fires from deep. Can't get it to go. 2 for 4 thus far. Los Angeles leading by 6. Outside Reeves. Back to Hachimura. This one for 3. Rebounded by Green. Healed on the wing. He got it up. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. To the inside. Len. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the phone.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. Chalk up 2 there.
You know, you just love to start the second half this way. What a play call.
I agree with this. Try to jump on him, dictate the tempo, and seize the moment.
That was sweet, guys. The hustle, the grit. Didn't back down from pursuing the board at all.
You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. 6-point game. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Outside for Butler. Back to Green. Lots of room. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. And the foul called on Brandon Podziemski. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Lakers substitution. Rui Hachimura.
Hachimura in the post. For 3, James. And the three-pointer goes. James has got 9 points.
When you're guarding LeBron, you have to give him something. So the King, well, he'll take a three-point basket.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Pass to Butler. Outside, Green. To the paint. The kick out, Curry. Clock is at 3. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. He's got 9.
When Curry gets a look that's good, he is automatic. There is almost no stopping him.
And here's Doncic outside. He can't get it to go. Warriors trail by 6. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka Magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
And here's Curry for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. In the paint, Luka!
And when he puts it all together, look at the kind of night Luka can have. Wow.
Here's Curry. Outside for Butler. No good with the triple. Los Angeles leading by 8. Outside Reeves. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And here are the Warriors now. Here's Green. Outside Curry. Back to Moody. Outside Podziemski. Inside. Here's Curry. Moody from outside. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Second team foul. Substitution for your Warriors. Trace Jackson Davis.
Doncic with it. 16 points for him. To the middle. Doncic on the wing. And a missed layup. Warriors trail by 8. Out to Hield. Beyond the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. Hield's got 5 points.
The corner is the shortest 3 by distance, so for someone like Hield, that is easy money.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Back to Podziemski. Down low. Here's Payton. Vanderbilt pulls it in. The Lakers lead by 5. For 3, James. The shot that time, not on target. Here's Butler. Pass to Hield. 2 on the clock. That shot is off. And that'll do it for the third quarter. It's Los Angeles. They're up by 5. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Warriors trail by 5. Outside Curry. Pass to Hield. And here's Kuminga. Off target with the 3. Vincent outside. Outside Vanderbilt. Back to Vincent. Shoots over Curry. Counted for Vincent. Vincent's got his first basket.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Out to Hield. Here's Kuminga. Kuminga soars in for the slam. Man, he makes it look easy.
Look at Hield's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone to look, not just himself.
Here's Lynn. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. Trace Jackson Davis picks one up. And the Warriors making a change here. Richard, it comes as no surprise that Golden State is routinely at the top of the league for made threes.
That's how this team has been constructed. They are custom built to rain threes on you, and we've seen it be very, very effective. Los
Angeles leading by 8. Here's Vincent. That three's off the mark. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Stolen. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. Pass to connect. Back to Vincent. Here's Vanderbilt. To the inside. Shoots from 12. And too long on the shot. Right side, Podziemski. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
And the Lakers have possession. Timeout. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. From the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, B.A.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. James inside. Ooh, give him his fifth make of the game in 10 attempts.
Powerful move by LeBron inside, not letting anything stop him from getting his shot.
Here's Curry. Vanderbilt pulls it in. The Lakers lead by 8. Back to Doncic. Right side, Vanderbilt. Hachimura, left side. Counted from distance.
A smart decision maker with a versatile skill set. Hachimura always takes the shots that he's comfortable with.
And here's Curry. Pass to Podziemski. Here's Green. Oh, look at Green getting his inside.
And he has to build on this because we can see where him being a ghost out there has gotten them so far.
Vanderbilt with it. Butler covering. Now James. Let's go with a three. And Los Angeles, another three.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Got to at least show a little heart out here.
Outside Podziemski. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Podziemski's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
James, outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. What muscle from James!
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Lakers.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And one of the league's superstars, producing as he always does. What a terrific game for Luka Doncic.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
On the wing, Green. Here's Podziemski. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Now Los Angeles with it. And that's an intentional foul.
Warriors foul. Moses Moody. First personal foul.
He hits the first one. And that increases the lead to 6.
LeBron James. 2 shots.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 7-point game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up this lead.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Reeves. From deep. Rebounded by Butler. So it's Los Angeles picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned. Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And it's going to be the Nuggets off the tip. Here's Westbrook. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. Well, Grant, what should we expect in a veteran-heavy matchup like this?
You know, B.A., it typically means we'll get a clean game. These guys have been around for a while and know how to take care of the basketball.
Once Lillard takes that first step, he's all in. He won't stop until he finds the shot he wants.
Westbrook taking his time here. And here's Jokic outside.
I got him.
Gordon right side. Shot clock at 5. Westbrook outside. Here's Murray. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. First quarter of play, a minute in. To the middle. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
You know, he is unafraid Antetokounmpo. So good at measuring up the defense, sizing them up, and then keeping his focus.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
And it's Jokic missing.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Prince. Now Kuzma, defended by Gordon. Now here's Lillard. And here's Lopez from the arc. Westbrook with the rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Jokic. Rejected by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Lopez. Kuzma with the ball. Pounded by Westbrook. Back to Lopez. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
He is so tough to deal with inside. Lopez just too big and too skilled.
Now Jordan uses the glass on the layup.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo.
The combination of size and elite athleticism on full display from Giannis there.
Now let's find out what head coach David Adelman had to say. Allie LaForce.
We discussed the challenges a player like Giannis Antetokounmpo presents for his defense, and coach responded saying he's a handful for sure. I told our guys to make sure we seal up any lanes to the basket and just try to make him beat us with his jumper. It won't be easy, but coach feels like they'll be able to make it a little more difficult for Giannis. Guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Lillard keeps the defense honest by spacing them out from the corner.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Antetokounmpo can't connect. Nuggets trail by 5. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. There's 1:17 left in the first. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. With lots of prime seasons ahead of him, Clark, Nikola Jokic already has multiple MVPs and a championship.
It is an incredible resume already, that's for sure, BA. I think he's got a chance to get into that top 10, maybe top 5 all-time conversation. But he's special, and what a joy to watch. Never seems to be overexerting himself, but he's making impact at both ends of the floor. He's extremely special as a basketball player.
Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Jordan. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Jordan's got 6 points.
Jordan really relishes playing through contact and converting, showing you just how strong he is and a good level of concentration, too.
The finish! And Jokic throws it down.
Good, fast-paced play there. It's much easier to find a shot when you beat the defense back.
Back to Lillard. Pulls up on the wing. Jump shot is good that time. He has 7.
So effective in the catch and shoot is Lillard. You give him an inch, and he's taking much more than that.
Here's Jokic. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Here's Murray. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
And here's Porter. Here's Trent. Missed inside.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
It's the end of the first with a tie game here. And already these offenses are...
15.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And before we move on, what have you guys seen from Denver?
You could really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game. Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Clark, it's been great to see the Nuggets as a perennial powerhouse these past few years.
Well, you know, that's what happens when you get a guy like Nikola Jokic. I mean, he's a game changer, and what a joy to watch. Took a long time for them to finally get to the place where they can win that first title, but usually teams don't become champions overnight. It's a process. Now everybody's scared of it.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Ali. Thank you.
Super quick in transition, the Greek Freak jumping down the throat of the defense with that speed.
They get the rebound. Left side Porter. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
You got to push Porter Jr. out of the paint because he's so skilled at capitalizing down there.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. And here's Lopez. Second chance effort. Oh, Giannis working inside.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Porter gets the bucket.
Boy, talk about an advanced playmaker. Westbrook can make passes that other players just can't.
To the inside, Lopez. And he lays it up and in. Lopez has gotten his second bucket of the game.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Porter on the take. Oh, he lost the grip and he missed the dunk. Down low. Antetokounmpo. Cancar with a rebound. The Nuggets trail. Inside. Rejected by Lopez.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to swat down that attempt.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Pass to Sims. Here's Lillard. Oh, great work by Lillard in the paint.
Clever move that time by Lillard. He knows exactly when to take chances to be aggressive on offense.
And the foul on Gary Trent. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Murray. We've got 1:28 left in the second quarter. Pass to Strother. The Nuggets need to get one up. And again, Denver no good. Milwaukee leading by 5. Here's Lillard. Here's Sims. Trent outside. And here's Lillard. 6 to shoot. All sorts of time. Sims can't get it to go.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Tipped.
That's just a really good defensive read from Portis. I mean, the read was excellent and the hustle was better.
Here's Trent. Denver getting their last shot to go. Out to Portis. Fires from deep. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Pass to Jokic. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot, so he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
That's a nice job by Jokic getting fouled in the act, and we know he's going to cash in most times.
The Bucks making a switch here, and Jokic drops them both.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
To the middle. Trent outside. To the inside. Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A., it's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of it.
And Clark, Giannis is an endearing player in many ways. Which one of his dad jokes is your favorite?
Tell you what, B.A., I can't pick out a favorite, but I love the fact that he's got such a great sense of humor and a sense of being comfortable in his own skin. That all comes out when he interacts with the media and fans. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and I think that's why so many people love him.
And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line. So we'll see Giannis Antetokounmpo go to the line here. It's going to be on Jamal Murray. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
To the paint. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
Jokic, no good. The Bucks leading by 9. Down low. Oh, Jokic hammers it home.
A guy who always seems to be in the right place at the right time. Jokic on top of that one.
Porter drops in the layup for 2.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Seconds into the second half now. Outside Murray. Driving to the basket. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Bobby Portis. This will be his 3rd free throw of the game. Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard, who said people want it to just click right away, but when you put 2 guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow. B.A.?
That's a good perspective, Allie. Thanks.
This is Portis in his comfort zone, scoring deep inside.
And the call will be against Bobby Portis. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Milwaukee leading by 6. Pass to Sims. Trent outside. Here's Sims, defended by Murray. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Cutting hard to the bucket, leaving the defense in the dust.
To the wing, right side. Right side, Watson. Gordon outside. Pass to Jokic. Just 5 to shoot. Murray from outside. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Murray's got 9.
And hey, I mean, Murray will take the corner 3 when it's given to him. You got to chase him off this line.
Here's Trent. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic in the post. Jokic just out muscling the defense.
And right now, Jokic has it going on. He's doing whatever he wants to out there.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Now a timeout called by Denver. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
Now a timeout called by Denver. You look at Giannis Antetokounmpo. What a contribution.
You know, that defense is helpless right now. I mean, he's got their number, and he knows it.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. To the middle. And he commits the intentional foul.
Aaron Gordon. That's his first personal foul. 13 foul.
Now Lillard. He's got 10. Oh, they get a hand on it. 5 to shoot. Here's Lopez. Soft touch off the glass. Lopez has got 6 points.
Takes more than this to stop Lopez. He can be so physical in the interior, pretty mobile too.
Pass to Brown. Jordan with it. He has 6. And here's Gordon from the arc. Rebounded by Lopez. Inside. Antetokounmpo. Good work defensively by Gordon. Here's Brown. Second shot opportunity. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jordan. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. There's 31 seconds left in the third. To the inside. And that's an intentional foul. This is his second trip to the line of the game.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And out of bounds, the Bucks will take it. 17 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Just 4 seconds left to play in the third quarter. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period.
49.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 8. Jokic the screen. Westbrook into the lane. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You know, one of the things you have to do to try to stop Westbrook is get physical with him. Bump him, slow him down some, especially on drives where he's looking to go right downhill, down your throat.
To the wing on the left. To the paint. Shot is good by Gordon.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
Oh, rejected by Jordan. And that'll be Milwaukee's ball as it goes out of bounds. Bucks able to keep the possession. He shoots it.
Boy, the determination on defense is pretty impressive for Murray. Really doing his best to pester the shooters.
Pass to Jokic. Now here's Jordan. And here's Murray. Just 5 on the clock.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. Man, was there a guy more fit to run that 2023 team than Murray?
I don't think so, Brian. I mean, think about what Murray did. After coming off an ACL injury, he leads them to the finals along with Jokic and the rest of his teammates, and he went off in every playoff series. Tough shots, clutch shots, timely shots. Incredible stuff by Jamal Murray.
Here's Lillard. Lillard double team. Antetokounmpo. Off with the layup. Gordon outside. Shoots over Lopez. Pass to Jordan. Back to Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
Boy, that kind of throwdown by Westbrook gets the bench off their feet and excited.
A big-time flush by Giannis.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
The Nuggets want a timeout. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear what the Nuggets head coach was saying to his team. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
Thanks for that, Allie. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Milwaukee making a switch here. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. You look at Giannis Antetokounmpo. What a contribution.
I mean, he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Gordon down low. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Beyond his wingspan, Giannis's timing is what makes him a special shot blocker.
Lillard deciding where to go with it. It's Lopez. High post. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Nuggets. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Westbrook with it. Portis picks him up.
Well, Westbrook's so good at navigating the defense. This guy has ball skills, dexterity, and a motor that just doesn't stop. He gets to his shot when he wants to.
He's off on the second.
They've got to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
Oh, deflected. Gordon with a steal. Here's Jokic. And Jokic shrugging off the contact on the make. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for Denver.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Nifty. Oh, wow! Oh,
watch out!
Big finish.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Nuggets trail by 3. Here's Jokic. In the paint. Jokic going off.
Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possessions.
Antetokounmpo, that's good.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Lillard. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Portis. Here's Westbrook. Milwaukee with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Antetokounmpo inside. Oh, Jordan with the block.
Hey, you know he's around, and that's what he does. DeAndre Jordan throwing that shot out of there. Fantastic execution in a tight spot. Gordon capitalizing in the big moment for his team.
Payne goes in. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
You can see the confidence Lillard has by how cool and calm he is when they need a big bucket.
Offensive board. No good with a layup. The Bucks leading by 3. To the inside. Lopez. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
The drive by Westbrook. Count it!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Inside. It's tipped. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. To take the lead. Here's Jokic. He connects!
How about the big-time clutch basket from Jokic? No backup in him, despite the major pressure. Boy, those are the kinds of plays that Lopez is known for. Huge basket there.
And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
That's the way to go.
Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Ooh, offline!
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line could be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making them.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Question is, now can they protect the three-point lead he's given them?
The Nuggets want a timeout. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul. Either way, they got to score the ball.
Into the box.
Pass to Jordan. Westbrook with it. And a timeout called here by...